Hi guys, welcome back to my video. In a few short minutes we're going to talk about something I addressed on TikTok earlier called perception. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Elaine, and I am definitely hitting on this word perception for the week. I think I might do something like that, like pick a topic and that'll just be it for the week. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning back in. Thank you for my loyal subscribers who have touched and stayed with me even throughout my hiatus when I definitely was MIA and just super busy and going through a lot. But I want to get back on topic, and I want to talk about this word perception. And perception to me is another word for reality. The difference is, for me, and this is my feelings and my perspective, so to speak. My realities are different than yours, and your realities are different than somebody else's. That's why when people say, oh, this is reality, remember, reality is addressed individually. It is not addressed globally or as a community. Your reality is how you see things, which makes it real to you. And so how you perceive things. Okay, if a person sees you as nasty, then it's something that you gave off that caused that person to throw it back to you in a nasty way. So just say if they ask you a question and you answer them real nasty, then they perceive you as mean. If you want people to perceive you in a different manner, then you have to tweak and change certain things, address certain things about yourself that are causing you to be misunderstood. But don't keep saying, I'm not that way, I'm not this way, I'm not that way, when people are obviously getting a taste of how you are or how you are giving it off. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's who you are, because we're not defined by what we do, but there's a part of us that is read and perceived by what we do or what we say or how we react or how we underreact, or if there's no life at all, if you're just dry, just still, just have no response one way or another. And that's the perception that you're giving off. That's what you want people to perceive about you. So, with that being said, if somebody is telling you, like I said earlier, you can compile information from different people, especially people that don't have anything in common. They may not, it might have been somebody at a store or somebody that you work with or a family member that is saying, you answer very nasty. So, and then you say, no, I don't answer nasty. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not saying anything is wrong with you. But if this is the perception, then you need to tweak that. And then back off. Woosah. Decide whether or not you want to continue to be nasty and have your responses, or I'm going through something right now and they don't understand. Nobody's going to understand that unless you sit down and talk to everybody that you come in contact with and say, you know what, I'm going through something. That's why my attitude was the way it was. That's why I answered you the way I did. Don't bring your personal issues into your daily situations. Yes, pick certain people that you can communicate with, or you can also journal. You can write down things that you're feeling just to get it out. It's called expression, and you can do it many different ways. You don't always have to talk to somebody in order to get relief, but in the same token, don't bring your personal issues to work. That's the worst place to bring them. Believe me, I know. Don't bring your personal issues in stuff that involve it in stuff that has nothing to do with helping you going forward. In other words, I've been going through something. Everybody doesn't have to know. Sometimes they might see it in my eyes, but they're not going to hear it in my tone, because I'm not trying to take my personal problems or my personal issues out on everybody, because that's not how you get free. How you get free is getting it out with people that you call friends, confidants, even a few associates, depending on how personal it is. I don't really open up too much with people I just associate with, because that's your private situation. When you know who you can trust with what. Okay, so and like I said, you can also pick up a pen and paper and just write things down. You can journal every single day. And that, my friends, is another form of expression and another way for you to let go of a lot of stuff that you're keeping inside because you don't trust people enough to release. Okay, so back to the perception again. That was a good analogy as far as how I feel about things. I don't like when people snap back. Because if you give me a harsh answer, I'm going to give you a harsh answer back or response. And it's not going to help anybody in the situation. So, how I perceive myself is extremely important. You should be able to write down, excuse the outside, that is just too much noise all the time. But you should be able to write down how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as a person that's giving and patient and kind? Or do you see yourself as a person that's a taker and a user, a manipulator? Because you can go from being a manipulator in your teens to being a manipulator in your 50s. It can still go on. And you'll think, well, I outgrew that. I'm not that way. And then you turn around and you do something that says that you are that way. Then that is your reality. The reality, your reality, is that you're not keeping it real with yourself. So, with that being said, my friends, we have to be real with ourselves first. How I perceive myself, and if it is certain things about me I don't like, I'm going to write them down. And then I'm going to say, okay, well, today I'm going to practice being, smiling more. Okay, or I'm going to practice not talking as loud, or whatever the case is that you feel that is pulling down what's going on around you. Because people love nice people. People love giving people. And then they say, oh, well, I ain't letting nobody take advantage of me. It doesn't have to be that way. You can help people without worrying about if they're taking it for the right reason. Once you release, or you give some clothes away, or you help somebody with a bill or whatever, then you can't sit there and worry about if they did the right thing with the money or they did what you expected them to do. You have to release it and understand that what they do with it once it's out of your hands, it's out of your hands. Clearly, we need more understanding about human emotions and control, because I can't control you. I'm responsible for me. So that's what I can control, and that's what I will control. So remember, my perception is my reality. Your perception is your reality. So keep it real with you. Understand that when you analyze who you are and what you do and how you act and how you speak and how you carry yourself, go through it all, but don't do it all at once. Take it in strides. These are my flaws. This is what I'm going to be working on. This is the week for me to work on my attitude. This is the week that I'm going to smile more and have people receive me and perceive me as being approachable instead of somebody who's nasty and angry and nobody wants to be around that. So you get to make the choice. Your perception and your reality. I'm making the choice about my perception and my reality. So remember, my friends, going forward, stay in peace and not in pieces. Peace.